Sometimes the biggest surprises don't break your life, they expand it. That's exactly what happened to our family. My husband and I have built a quiet, happy life over the last 13 years. Three boys, busy schedules, and the kind of routine that feels stable and safe. He's always been open with me, never secretive, never distant. So when he told me a teenage girl had messaged him claiming to be his daughter, my first reaction was disbelief. It sounded impossible. But then he read the message again. She mentioned her mother's name, and suddenly his expression changed. He remembered her. A short relationship from years before we even knew each other existed. And just like that, everything shifted. The girl explained she was 16 years old. Her mother had passed away some time ago, and since then she'd been living with relatives. For years she had wondered about her father but never found the courage to reach out. Until now. Imagine opening your phone and discovering you might have a child you never knew about. At first, we were nervous. What if it wasn't real? What if it changed everything? But as they talked more, little details started to line up. Memories, timelines, and even the way she spoke felt familiar to him. Eventually, we decided to meet. The day she arrived at our house felt surreal. I remember noticing how shy she seemed, standing quietly like she wasn't sure she belonged there yet. But the resemblance between her and my husband was undeniable. Same eyes, same expressions, almost like looking at a younger version of him. The conversation started slowly. Small talk, nervous laughter, long pauses. But hour by hour, the tension faded. She met our boys, and somehow the house felt fuller, like a missing piece had quietly slipped into place. Then came the moment that made everything real. My husband hugged her for the first time. It wasn't dramatic or loud, just emotional, quiet, and deeply human. Years of not knowing suddenly replaced by connection. And when she turned and let me hug her too, I felt something unexpected. Not awkwardness, not fear, just warmth. Since that day, we've talked every single day. She's thoughtful, kind, and stronger than she probably realizes. She's been through loss and uncertainty, and now she's slowly finding where she fits in this new chapter. My husband already talks about giving her a permanent space in our lives, maybe even moving in someday. And honestly, that idea makes me happy. I've always imagined having a daughter, and even though life didn't bring her to us in the usual way, I would gladly love her as my own. Of course, there's a little sadness when I think about all the years we didn't know she existed, but mostly, there's gratitude. Because one unexpected message didn't destroy our family, it made it bigger. And sometimes, the family you never knew you had turns out to be exactly what your heart was missing.